Hello, everyone. I am a servant of God, and I'm here to give you the truth. You are the Word of God, not the Bible, not the Quran, nothing else. You yourself are the Word of God. There are certain groups out there. They are atheists and agnostics. Agnostics more or less just straddle the fence, and atheists just don't want to believe because all the facts point that there is no God to them. Agnostics believe sometime and don't believe sometime. They're just going back and forth. And lots of people will tell you that the worst thing there is are the agnostics, the ones that straddle the fence. But I tell you this, it's the ones giving you false information. It's the ones that you can't trust, that tell you things that are not true, that teach you their ways instead of the truth. Agnostics and atheists have one thing in common. They see the facts. The facts are true. Darwin's theory of evolution could be true. Dinosaurs did roam the earth. I mean, we got skeletons of them there. There are things in this world that we just cannot explain. But the laws of physics, let's go to the laws of physics. And the theory of relativity, where it says that a body at rest wants to stay at rest. A body in motion wants to stay in motion. That you cannot have one without the other. Even though the body is in rest, in front of you is turning also with you and with the world. Therefore, it is in motion. You got one and you got the other. And that's a whole theory about relativity. You can't have one without the other. Now, I've posed questions to you. I said, what's the opposite of time? And I'm sure that you're looking it up, trying to figure it out. I've asked, what is the opposite of darkness? This darkness of space that we're here, what is the opposite? Then, we were created in a Big Bang. There's several laws that govern the way that we live. We could die from lack of oxygen, lack of nutrition. We could die from a bullet. We could die from a disease. Many different ways we can die. There's a TV show called A Thousand Ways You Can Die. So we're governed by these several different laws, which is called chaos. This is how we are ruled, by all this. But you cannot have chaos without the opposite. And what's the opposite of chaos rule? Or multiples is one rule. You can't have one without the other. The facts are there. The facts do not lie. They are there. And I'm going to let the agnostics and the atheists look these up. I'm going to let them play the part of discovery of this. And in saying this, there's another sect of you out there that is feeling jilted. You believe in God, but you don't believe in the religion you go to. Because the religion you go to says that what you're doing is a sin. No way. So you make up your own little religions. You make up your own little rules and variations. And you say, I'm going to go to heaven anyway. But you're basing it on the same type of facts that you get from the Bible, the Quran, from all these other little things, the same. No, you're wrong. And what group am I talking about? I'm talking about the gays and the lesbians and the bisexuals and the ones that go out there and feel a little weird about things. Let's take a evolution. If evolution worked the way that Darwin's theory is, we started out as single cell. We didn't start out as multiple cells. We started as a single cell, and as cells came together, they formed multiple complexes. These multiple complexes would form into more of a foam or something like that, or a jelly, like a jellyfish, an amoeba. That's what we started out with. And then we became some type of living organism. Then from there, we grew into something that could live in water and on land, both, but we didn't have motion. The way we got around was being blown around here and there. During our evolution, there's a point in time to where we were what's called asexual. We're both male and female. Most people call us hermaphrodites. I don't care what you call us. We were both male and female. And we were that because we didn't have time enough to go out here, find a mate, get pregnant, and lay the eggs. We had to be able to do it ourselves because we were few and far in between. Until there was multiples of us around, there was no way we could divide into male and female. So we were asexual, period. And once we started dividing amongst ourselves, and we got successful in living, and could become a social group, then and only then did we become male and female. Now the new technology of everything that we do always fight against the old. And that's the reason why people don't like gays and lesbians. But gays and lesbians, it just means that during the fetal part of the baby, there's a point to where it was either supposed to become a male or female. Well, the body may go one way, but the mind went another way. You can't change that. It could either be a male or to be a female. It could be either a male that is male that prefer males. It may be a female that prefer females. It may be a female that prefer to have males but act like a man. You know, these are things that happen to you. And it's been passed down over and over. We are not that far removed from men. You say, well, we're a few million years old. Well, I'm sorry, but it takes billions upon billions of years to change your DNA. It will take that long to change it. We're not there yet. We've only been like this for a few 100,000, maybe a million years. Most of the time, they're asexuals. So should this exclude you from going to heaven or knowing God? Think about it. If you go on the belief that there was Adam and Eve, Adam was the first one. Adam was fruitful and multiplied. How did Adam multiply? How did he? Well, you see, he couldn't have had a son. But, hey, God is God. God can do everything. He can multiply because he was asexual. And that's something that the preachers preach. That the angels come down. They are not male or female. They're both. That's how come they mix with man. Because they could. They were both, just like man was. In our image is what God said. In his image, both. There you have it. And if you pass this down from one to another, then you have it. Reason why you're gay, you're lesbian, or the way you are the way you are. Who am I to say that God's work is not great? That you are not God's work? What man, woman, preacher, prophet, bishop, whatever out there has a right to say you are not wonderful in God's sight? You are. You are the Word of God. Man has grown up and been taught to fight against those that was in the past. Put the things away in the past. But you're not in the past. You're the here and now. We're not to put you away. We're to accept you as ourselves. We're to be as ourselves. We are to be the living Word of God. And that's what you are. You are the living Word of God. No matter what your preferential is about the way you swing sexually, one way or the other, that has nothing to do with it. It's what you have in your heart. The preachers out there that preach against you, they say you're a hell and damnation. The bishops, the Catholics that have excluded you from their church because of the way that you are, why would you want to go there? Even the Quran tells you not to. Well, the Druids and the Greeks at one time said it was acceptable. The Romans, the Pharaohs said, yes, this was acceptable. But we prefer that you didn't let us know it. It doesn't matter if I know it or not. If you are, more power to you. It doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change who you are. We are both the living Word of God. And that's the point that you need to get across. In your mind, in your heart. Quit trying to be an atheist. Quit trying to be an agnostic. Look at the facts and know you are the living Word of God. That's a principle that Jesus was trying to teach. Not all this crap that's in the Bible. You need to just throw that away. You will find more truth in your heart about God and listening to God and becoming a servant of God if you'll just accept that God is God.